My name is Gabugbuji and this is Chains Unbroken. Once we stood together as one people, united by culture, community, and common purpose. Today, we ask, how did we become so divided? How did the things we adopted from others, religion, democracy, and more, turn us against each other? This is the story of a Ghana divided, and how we can find our way back to unity. In the Ghana of old, we were one people. We didn't need elections to resolve disputes. Elders and chiefs held us together. Justice wasn't bought. It was swift and fair, guided by values passed down for generations. And while we worshipped different gods, we understood that they all demanded truth, honesty, and respect for one another. But today, religion has divided us. Churches rise on every corner. Mosques multiply. And yet, our morals seem weaker than ever. Instead of being our guide, religion has become a tool for division. Students are still forced and indoctrinated to belong to one type over the other. At this crucial moment, when we need to look at things that will surge the development of our nation, we point fingers, judge others, and forget the golden rule: love thy neighbor. Democracy was supposed to give power to the people, to unite us under shared leadership. But what have we truly gained? Leaders who promise heaven and deliver nothing but division. Elections that pit tribes against one another. Political parties that care more about winning than about Ghana's future. In the name of democracy, we've handed over our power not to the people but to the politicians. Our voices are drowned by party colors. Our needs are ignored while they play their games. Democracy should unite us, but here in Ghana, it has only torn us apart. We copied the systems of the West, believing they were the key to progress. But did we stop to ask, do these systems fit our people, our culture, our way of life? In the West, democracy thrives because it was built over centuries to reflect their values. Here we've pasted it over our own traditions, ignoring the foundations that made us strong. Even in our schools, we teach our children to be more Western than Ghanaian. We've forgotten who we are. And the more we lose ourselves, the more divided we become. A nation that cannot think for itself is a nation that will always be at war with itself. Our divisions have real consequences. We fight over religion, forgetting we are one people. We vote along tribal lines, forgetting we all share the same struggles. We defend corrupt leaders because they belong to our party, ignoring the harm they do to the entire nation. And while we fight, the ordinary Ghanaian suffers. Our leaders thrive on our divisions because it keeps them in power. But who loses in the end? It's the farmer, the trader, the teacher, the youth with no job and no hope. Unity is not a dream, it's a choice. It's the choice to see each other not as Christians or Muslims, not as Northerners or Southerners, not as NPP or NDC, but as Ghanaians. It's the choice to demand leaders who serve all of us, not just their party. It's the choice to build on our traditions, not abandon them. We must rethink the systems we've adopted. Let's learn from others, but build for ourselves. Let's restore our values: honesty, respect, and love for our neighbor. And let's demand unity from our leaders, because divided leadership cannot create a united nation. My fellow Ghanaians, the chains that divide us are not unbreakable. We've allowed ourselves to be divided by religion, by politics, by systems that were never meant for us. But it doesn't have to be this way. Let us rise above the divisions. Let us think as one people, work as one nation, and demand a future that belongs to all of us. My name is Gbugbuji, and this is Chains Unbroken. Subscribe, share, and join the movement to rebuild a united Ghana. The time to rise is now. We were one people bound by our ways, living as brothers through simpler days. But now we splinter by party and creed, blind to the unity that we truly need. Religion and politics tear us apart, while leaders play games with the nation's heart. Yet, deep in our souls, the truth still glows. Together we rise, divided we close.